stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. For the meeting minutes, there was an executive session held before tonight's meeting to discuss some personnel matters. For tonight's meeting, we do not have any public presentations. Brian, we did not have anyone comment or have any questions on the public portion?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to move right on to the consent agenda. If anyone is watching at home, feel free, there's an email, they could email if they would have a question on there about anything on the minutes, the meeting tonight. So first, I need a motion to approve the entire consent agenda.
Moved.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, and so ordered. Any unfinished business by any member of the board or staff?
Nope.
Seeing none, we're going to move on to new business. 2020 budget review. Any questions or comments regarding the information in the 2020 end of year budget? No? Okay, I need a motion to approve payment of bills presented by the Director of Finance and Customer Service.
Moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. Need a motion to authorize the solicitor to advertise the 2021 meeting dates and times.
Moved.
Second. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to adopt ordinance 597, restricting parking on a portion of Fifth Street Highway south of BB&T Bank and in front of 3634 Pottsville Pike.
Moved.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments?
I would just ask a question to the manager. Do any complaints from Fifth Street Highway that people that live south of the bank?
I haven't heard any complaints as of yet. That being said, I don't think they would be aware of it. What I could do, Steve, I can notify them that we are adopting this ordinance as part of the HOP permit application process for Fifth Street. If they have any questions, they can contact me. They wouldn't know that at this point, but you bring up a good point. I probably should send correspondence out to them, let them know this is what we're doing.
You know, there's some houses there that are rented out, and they do park on the street.
Yeah. And I think most of the properties there, they do have off-street parking. But what I will do is I'll get the list for that, the couple hundred feet that we're gonna mark off, and then I'll send them correspondence.
Thank you, Brian.
Yep.
Any further questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to adopt ordinance 598, which allows the tax levy via resolution.
Move.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. A motion to adopt resolution 2020-15, appointing the Berks County Tax Claim Bureau as a delinquent real estate tax collector.
Moved.
Second. Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to approve resolution 20-16, appointing H.R. Berkheimer as the 2021 amusement tax collector.
Moved.
Seconded. Any questions or comments on the motion? Just to remind those who are listening or for the minutes that the board did suspend the collection of these taxes at some point. I forget when the pandemic first started, so we're going to go back to collecting them in 2021. Just so everyone refreshes their memory. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, and so ordered. A motion to adopt resolution 2020-17, authorizing the 2021 traffic signal maintenance contract with Telco.
Moved. Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to adopt resolution 2020-18, setting the 2021 refuse and recycling rate.
Moved.
Second. Questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? The ayes have it, so ordered. Need a motion to adopt Resolution 2020-19, adopting the 2021 omnibus fee schedule.
Move.
Seconded.
Questions or comments on the motion? Brian, there's a significant number of fees. Is there anything on there that we should be knowing of that we may get a call that is increased substantially?
No, the only two changes I made on this fee schedule are the changes to the refuse rate, which we adopted via resolution in the last motion, and under the zoning hearing board fees. For the zoning hearing board fees for residential, it's $1,000, commercials $2,500, and conditional use hearings are $3,000. I added an asterisk underneath that basically states any fees or any fees incurred above that amount is the responsibility of the applicant. We have had hearings where we've exceeded those amounts. I kind of talked it through with Steve, and I think a fair compromise is just to add that provision in there. And if somebody does exceed it, we can then, go after them. We could try to recoup our costs that way rather than increasing the residential fee to $1,500 to only have people incur $1,200. And
Gotcha.
so they're the only two changes that I made.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? The ayes have it, so ordered. Motion to adopt Resolution 2020-20, establishing the 2021 tax rate.
Moved.
Second.
Questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? The ayes have it, so ordered. Motion to adopt Resolution 2020-21, adopting the 2021 budget.
Move.
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? The ayes have it, so ordered. Need a motion to approve Resolution 2020-2022, adopting the 2021 compensation schedule.
Move.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? And the ayes have them. Ayes have it, so ordered. If it's okay with the board, all these contracts, I'm going to do them all under one motion, if that's okay. And we can discuss any that you have. The first is payment application number 8 to Bolton Construction for $242,992.76 for the Public Works Facility. Payment application number 2 by Albero Electric in the amount of $72,026.10 for contract fee. Payment application number 5 by Vision Mechanical for $32,975.02 for contract C. Payment application number 5 to Shannon A. Smith in the amount of $6,823.80. And item R, payment application number 6 to Shannon Smith in the amount of $12,764.70, all related to the building of our new public works facility.
Move.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments on those motions? If you haven't all been up there, which I'm sure you probably have, it's really coming together.
Awesome. That's awesome. This is exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice.
Yeah, man.
Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any? The ayes have it, so ordered. Need a motion to name the Legion baseball field after Jim Shipe Sr.
Absolutely.
Move.
Seconded.
Questions or comments on the motion?
It's really appropriate. As much time as Jim Shipe puts into the baseball program in Muhlenberg Township, that's absolutely appropriate.
Yeah, I was at a Boy Scout meeting yesterday talking with one of the parents who's a police officer who recently made a bust involving some youth. And we were chit-chatting back and forth about just how bad it has become with some of the youth across the country, and especially in the area. And anything that any program that offers something for youth to get out and be part of something good in the community is worthwhile. And I hope that we can have Scheit family here at some point
Absolutely.
to recognize them in person, once regulations allow.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everyone knows, it's the field and its appearance and the comments that we get from people from outside the community. And Jim's there every day cutting it, or I know it's him, but he put so much time into it. It's such a beautiful facility that they have really helped us maintain without our own manpower. So, and also a longtime business owner in our community. So it's a wonderful thing we can do for the Shred family.
Sort of surprise for the community.
Sure. Any further questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. Any motion to authorize the township manager to execute the lease agreement with the state Senate, for 210 George Street. The lease will be from January 1st, 2021, and will expire December 31st, 2024.
Move.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to promote Officer Anderson Jimenez and James Waits to the rank detective and Officer Jason Bowen to sergeant.
Move.
Second.
Questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to award the 2021 snow piling bid to Empire Wrecking and M&A Excavating.
Move.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments on the motion?
There should be plowing in it.
Yeah.
You know what, it's not, we actually advertised it as such as the piling.
Oh, piling.
Yeah,
Is that right?
and you know what, that's how it's been,
Okay.
yeah, it's more obviously to be used when we're hauling stuff out or when we need, equipment to come in and push around for us to open things back, so I think that's probably
Okay.
where we get the word piling from.
That's fine.
Any further questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to approve the waivers recommended by the Planning Commission and outlined in the December 15, 2020 waiver request letter from Stackhouse Benzinger for Rivercrest Phase 2.
Move. Second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. Motion to approve the Rivercrest Phase 2 revised plan of record prepared by Stackhouse Benzinger dated July 31st, 2020, conditioned on the SDE review letter dated December 16, 2020.
Move.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. Other new business. Should we do the Tahoe?
If you want to go on record making a motion, that would
Because
certainly
it is a capital
certainly be
purchase. So
suitable.
we're on gonna. So I need a motion for the police to enter into the Co-Stars agreement to purchase one Chevy Tahoe.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Noes, if any. The ayes have it, so ordered. I need a motion to approve the 2021 board appointments as presented in the appointment roster.
Move.
Seconded.
Any questions or comments on the motion or appointments? We thank all those who are willing to serve again. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those, if any, the ayes have it, so ordered. Have we received any comments from our friends out on the web?
There have been no questions or comments.
Okay. Well, then we'll close the public portion and move on to staff comments. Start with you, Mr. Bobek.
Not much to say. I know Karen and Heather are working on some small programs. They did a house decorating contest. They have a couple other odds and ends that are coming up, so keep an eye on Facebook and the webpage for updates on that.
One thing I'd like to mention, Rivercrest Phase 2, just so the board is aware, Mr. Ronde did dedicate, well, it had yet to be dedicated, but it's shown on the plan as to be dedicated, the 12 acres over to the township for purposes of the park use now that the plan has significantly decreased the number of homes. And I'll also mention most of the waivers, Walt Lasoda, Planning Commission Chair, had some concerns on the number of waivers. However, 4 of those waivers were for the supplemental studies, the environmental impact study, the utility study, stuff that was A, done prior, and B, it didn't make sense to require the developer to do it. And the other waivers that were recommended were primarily associated with stormwater design. The fact that they went to an HOA and didn't place the detention basin responsibility on an individual lot owner, the Planning Commission was comfortable recommending the waivers for the basin slopes, since it's not going to be a private individual trying to take their lawnmower up a 3-to-1 slope. So I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, Brian. Commissioner Lurch, you are first up.
Wow. It's been a heck of a year. And everybody has their own take on it, and it certainly has been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges. I think our staff has risen to the occasion, to continue to provide service to our residents. I haven't heard any major complaints. I haven't even really heard any minor complaints. So kudos to our staff for hanging in there and being creative and doing the things that they needed to do for the work of the township. I'd like to thank the board too for hanging in there. We've had some tough discussions on the year, but we've made it through, and I'm looking forward to 2021. So starting tomorrow, the days get longer, and that's a good sign.
Come on,
So I just want to wish everybody that celebrates Christmas a Merry Christmas, and for the rest of you, Happy Holidays, and hopefully we all stay safe, and see you in the new year.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Imhoff.
Yeah, driving around Muhlenberg Township, see a lot of decorated homes this year. It seems like there's a whole lot more than there has been in the past. And that kind of indicates that people are getting the Christmas spirit with these times that we're facing right now and have been facing with this virus. It seems like as much as they try to separate us, it seems like our community, especially Muhlenberg Township, comes closer together, and that's a good thing. We need to look out for each other, especially over the holidays. And we live in a great community compared to some of the places that you see in the news and all the disruption. So I personally am really grateful that I get an opportunity to live in such a wonderful township. And our staff, as Commissioner Lurch had said, our staff is doing a fantastic job. Keep up the good work, everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Wolfinger.
I'd just like to thank the fire department for the Santa run. They had 3 days, and I got a lot of positive people online saying how nice it was. They saw Santa go by and the fire trucks. Took our grandkids on the railroad with Santa Claus up to Port Clinton, and they're still running. It's like a 45-minute run. It's not much, but it's a lot of fun to get your kids in the fresh air. I'd like to thank the roads crew. I mean, they did a real good job with this snowstorm. There was a lot of snow out there, and I heard them driving around at night, and we're in bed, and these guys are out working. So great job to our roads crew.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Lupina.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can speak for the rest of the board saying, thank goodness this year is done with. Yeah, I'd just like to build on the rest of the commissioner's point and thank the staff, and particularly the police. They've had some challenging calls this past month, and I think they've dealt with it very, very well. It's been a challenge for not only the police department, but every department trying to make changes, month to month in some cases. And I'm just so proud of this staff and, you know, how they handle things, you know, from month to month. It's quite incredible to see. Building upon Butch's point, you know, it's nice to see that the community is decorated up and you know, we all just gotta keep supporting each other, and thank goodness we get a fresh start here in a couple of weeks. Let's just put 2020 behind us. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yes, to reiterate, everyone said it's almost surreal to be talking to what looks like some sort of laptop back there and little camera. It's just crazy that we do, in all seriousness, besides saying the staff and Commissioner Wolfinger's point, everyone's point is our road crew, you know, I think they did and do as good a job as possible. People got to understand, as I tell everybody, there's no training program to put 6 inches of snow and sleet and say, hey, go plow a couple days and learn how to do it. A lot of these guys that we've hired never have been out in a storm like this, and it's their first time. I think people forget that too, because it's not something we can really, you know, just make and have them do. So I think on the whole, they did a great job. The other thing, once again, just to reiterate, not to gloss over it, we did not raise taxes for the 6th year in a row.
6.
And I think that's an important, and this board deserves a lot of credit, and our staff. That's a tremendous accomplishment for a community of our size and the services that we offer. So that's all I got. Once again, everyone have a Merry Christmas. Let's get this year over with. If you are listening and you do have questions or comments, please be sure to contact the township, because we would love to have everyone here to be, you know, at the meeting and engaged with us, but, you know, out of the abundance of caution, we want to make sure we're doing the best to protect our residents and our staff. So our building will be closed until further notice, at least until the next commissioners meeting is our plan. So please contact our number that's on our website, and we'll be happy to help you as best as we can. So thank you, Brian and Jim. Thank you, Mr. Setley. Have a Merry Christmas, and see you guys.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Steve.
Ho, ho, ho. Happy birthday.
That's
That's right.
That is